What's up, you guys? So today I wanted to do a deck profile. Happy Halloween, by the way. And the deck we're going to be going over is my new favorite deck, Unchained. I kind of figured it went with that Halloween theme. So yeah, let's get started. So first we're going to be going over the best Unchained monster of the entire deck. We're going to be playing 3 Unchained Twins Aruha. He's your basic combo starter. Basically, you can special summon him from your hand to the field by popping a card you control. And the way the Unchained cards work is if you destroy one of the Unchained set or spell or traps, you can go ahead and special summon an Unchained monster from your deck to the field. Or if you pop one of the Unchained monsters, you can special summon an Unchained monster from your deck to the field. So yeah, this guy's easily the best. He doesn't waste your normal summon or anything. And that's why he's a Starlight Rare. He was just too good to be a regular rare, guys. I love this guy so much. He's badass. Next, we are playing 3 Unchained Twins Rakea. This is the second best Unchained monster. He has this quick effect where you get to pop a card you control. And basically you want to use him as a disruption. He goes along with Abominable Unchained Soul. We'll go ahead and talk about him later. But yeah, she's really, really badass. And yes, she is a girl, just in case you didn't know. So yeah. Next we are playing 3 Unchained Twin Sarama. He's a real badass addition to the set. He's really cool. Basically, he can set an Unchained card from your graveyard to the field and then pop a card. So basically what you want to do with him is you set a Unchained spell or trap or Unchained monster to the field and then pop it. And that way you can special summon an Unchained monster from your deck. So yeah. He's kind of sucky on his own, but you know, if you have another Unchained card to go along with him, particularly a Ruha or Rakea, you can actually get him really popping. Usually you want to special summon him from the deck through another Unchained card and not have to waste your normal summon on him. But if this is all you got, then you got to do what you got to do, right? And then we're playing 2 Abominable Unchained Soul. He's basically your big ass beater. You can special summon him from your hand whenever something gets destroyed of yours. He can also pop a card as long as you discard a card whenever he's special summoned. And then if he's destroyed during the end phase, you get to bring him back. Now, just keep in mind that you can only special summon him once per turn. So yeah, you know, you usually want to bring him out during your opponent's turn. Usually off of Rakea, this is the card I was talking about. Basically, the entire goal of Unchained is to disrupt your opponent at any time. So yeah, really cool, badass monster. Next, we do play 1 Unchained Soul of Disaster. We only played 1 just because we don't really want to draw into this guy. He's really cool, but he's kind of a dead card in your hand. Usually you want to special summon him off an Unchained card. What makes him really cool is that you can target a monster your opponent controls and then link them both away for an Unchained monster or any dark monster, basically. But what's really cool that sets him apart from the other Unchained cards is when he's destroyed, you get to special summon an Unchained monster from your graveyard. So basically you get to bring back one of your Unchained Link monsters, which is really cool. And he just combos really well with Sarama. So yeah, really, really cool, but you only need 1. Next, we are playing the Side-Frame Gear Package. Easily the best hand trap in the entire game. That's why I got the the Collector's Rare First Edition. It's really cool. I'm not really much to say about this guy. If you don't know what he does, you're not really competitive. We are also playing the Side-Frame Driver just because he's necessary. I don't really like him. He's a dead vanilla, but hey, you got to play him in order to play the entire Side-Frame package. So, yeah. Next, we are playing 1 Tankratops. This is just a powerful going second card, guys. No reason not to play him. He can beat over monsters. He has a quick effect where he tributes himself to target a card, pop it, you know. So, really, really good. You'd think I'd switch him out for Zoo King Alpha, but I gotta be honest with you, he's still better in my opinion. So yeah. Next, we are playing the best spell card of the deck, 3 Abomination's Prison. This card's really badass. You get to search off any Unchained card you want from your deck and add it to your hand. This is still pretty cool because if you have it set, you can pop it and special summon an Unchained monster from your deck to the field. Each of these effects can only be activated once per turn, so you can use both effects on the same turn. So, you know, just in case you actually have 2 in hand, that's actually a good thing because you can just, you know, add a Ruha and then set the other one, pop it, special summon out something like either a Rakea or a Sarama, or Soul of Disaster if you really need it. So yeah, really, really cool. definitely a 3 of. Next, we are playing 3 Pot of Extravagances, because this deck doesn't really care about its extra deck, other than the 3 dogs. So this card's not going to last long, guys. I was thinking about getting the Collector's Rare First Edition, but when I heard about Pot of Disparity, I was like, oh no. I'm going to take this card out for Pot of Disparity, because even though the 2 cards are nice, that 2-card ad, Pot of Disparity has, gives you that chance of getting that 1 combo card that you need, either in a Ruha or in Abomination's Prison, whatever you need. So yeah, this card's not going to last. But still, pretty good for right now. Definitely a 3 of in the deck. Next, we are playing 3 Lightning Storms. This is just essential for any going second deck. It allows you to pop back row. It allows you to get rid of monsters. Whatever you need. It's a Harpy's Feather Duster and kind of like a Raigekian one. So yeah, no reason not to play it. Definitely a 3 of. Next, we are playing 3 Dark Ruler of No More. This card is essential for any going second deck. It just helps you with the Lightning Storm blowout. You definitely need to play it. Not much to say about it. Your opponent can't respond to it with monster effects. It negates all monsters your opponent controls. So yeah, really, really good card. Gotta play it. Next, we are playing 3 Forbidden Droplets. So I don't know if you guys already noticed, but I do not like to play any hand traps. So my entire strategy is just letting my opponent go off with a big giant board that I can break. And basically they're going to waste all their resources doing that. What's really cool about Forbidden Droplet is that it does not target. Depending on what cards you send to the graveyard to use it, your opponent can't respond with that same type of card. That's the only thing that kind of sucks about it. That's why I won't say it's better than Dark Ruler No More or anything like that. But what is cool is that it is a quick play spell. So, I usually like to use it going first or going second. Doesn't really matter. So yeah, this card's just really, really badass. Plus, it halves the attack. So usually your opponent will bring out these big ass beaters, which we have a hard time getting over. This will have the attack. We get to bring out an Unchained monster. And if it had 3k originally, then we get to just crash them. And that's really the best case scenario that you can get off these guys when you want to break boards. So yeah, really, really cool card. We are playing the 1 Triple Tactic Talents. I gotta be honest with you, I was playing this at 2. I didn't really like it. I don't even really like it at 1. I may drop this card. It just did not perform as well as I thought it would. So yeah, it's a really good card, especially for going second decks. I just don't like it for Unchained. Next, we are playing 3 Chambers. You definitely need to play this card at 3. It's one of the trap cards. Basically, you get to special summon an Unchained monster from your graveyard. Usually, you want to bring back Abominable Unchained Soul. So, yeah, it's really cool. I mean, usually you use it to pop it, and that way you can bring out an Unchained monster from your deck to the field. So, yeah, you use it to combo off with Sarama. Really, really cool. Next, we are playing 3 Escapes. Easily the best trap card of the deck. Basically, you get to target 1 Unchained monster you control and 1 card your opponent controls, and then pop them both. So this card really, really works well as a disruption. You can also have a double disruption with this card. If you pop an Unchained monster you control and bring out Abominable Unchained Soul to pop another card. So yeah, really, really good 3 of. Next up, we play 3 Infinite Impermanence, easily the second best hand trap in the entire game. This card's just so versatile, guys. You can activate it from your hand if you control no cards. And if your opponent's stupid enough to activate a spell or trap in the same column as this card, if it was set prior to activation, it negates that spell or trap card's effect. So yeah, this card's just so powerful, guys. You definitely need this card as a 3 of. Onto the extra deck, we are playing 3 Unchained Soul of Rage. This card's pretty cool because during your opponent's main phase, you can target one of their special summon monsters and link this with that card in order to make a dark monster. So that acts as a disruption, which is pretty cool. What makes the linked Unchained monsters different from the other Unchained monsters is when they're popped, they get to add one of your Unchained monsters from your graveyard back to your hand, which isn't as powerful as the whole floating effect, but still pretty cool. Next up, we play 3 Unchained Soul of Anguish. This card's just like Soul of Disaster, where you get to target one of your opponent's monsters and link it away with this card in order to make a dark monster, which helps you break boards, so basically you usually link into Soul of Rage and then link into this guy with one of your monsters. Then you go ahead and link with one of your opponent's monsters, and there you go, board broken. So yeah, this card's pretty cool. Next up, we play 2 Unchained Abomination. This card's pretty cool. It doesn't have an effect when it's popped, but it does have a whole lot of pop effects. During either player's turn, whenever a card is popped except by its own effect, it gets to pop a card. Whenever a monster is destroyed by battle, it gets to pop a card. And during either player's end phase, it gets to pop a card. So yeah, it helps you break boards, plus it's a 3k beater. So yeah, you definitely need to run 2 of these because whenever you use a Ruha or Rakea's effect, you're locked into Unchained monsters, so sometimes this is the only Link 4 monster you get to go into. So yeah, still pretty cool. Next up we play 2 Nightmare Unicorn. This card's pretty cool because it acts as an extra disruption if you've already got Soul of Rage on the field during your opponent's turn because you get to link away one of their monsters, and then you get to bring this out, discard a card, and then spin one of their cards back into their deck. So yeah, we do play 2 of these just because we are running Pot of Extravagance. So yeah, really cool card. I like it a lot. Next up we play 2 Zeroboros. This is just one of our big ass beaters, especially if we've already played Pot of Extravagance, because she gets bigger for every card that's banished. She's just also a real big blowout, just because any monster that's special summoned to a zone a link monster points to, everything just gets banished, including herself. And now she's stronger because she comes back during either player's standby phase, which just makes her even bigger. So she's really hard for decks like Salamangreats to out. So yeah, she's really, really badass. Definitely got to play 2 of her. Next we play 1 Axis Code Talker. This is just another one of our big beaters. Just because this deck does have a hard time getting over huge ass monsters. But also because he doesn't target anything he destroys. So yeah, that's really, really cool. So yeah, definitely an essential card for Unchained. Next we also play 1 Dingirsu, not just because it's a badass ulti, but because we do play 2 level 8 monsters, so he's really easy to bring out. He also sends a card to the graveyard without targeting whenever he's brought out, so he's actually an out to Megaclops, which this deck struggles really bad against. So yeah, really, really cool card. And finally, we're playing 1 Cyframe Lord Omega, just because we are playing the Cyframe package, so sometimes we activate Cyframe Gear Gamma during our turn, especially if we've activated Pot of Extravagance and our opponent tries to negate it with Ash Blossom. And so we're able to make this card pretty easily. So yeah, pretty cool card. Also acts as an extra disruption, banishes a card from our opponent's hand. So yeah, pretty cool card. Onto the side deck, we are playing 2 Summon Limits. We definitely needed some form of control in this deck, and this was just a floodgate to do it. A lot of players have a hard time playing through this card, and Unchained doesn't really need to special summon a whole lot, so yeah, this is a really, really good card. I like it a lot. Next we are playing 2 Ice Prisons. This is just a really, really good card against stuff like Salamangreats or Eldritch. You get to banish a card from your opponent's graveyard as well as a monster on their field. And the cool thing about this card is that it doesn't target, don't sleep on this card. It's really, really good, guys. Pick this up. Next, we're playing 2 Artifact Sanctums and 1 Artifact Scythe. This is just a really, really good tech to put in Unchained. What makes it even more special in Unchained is you get to pop these with Rakea during your opponent's turn. So yeah, that kind of makes them even more live. So yeah, really, really good tech, especially if you want to shut down your opponent if they rely on the extra deck too much. So yeah. Next we're playing 2 Trap Tricks. If you guys hadn't already noticed, we do play a lot of normal traps in this deck. So this card just helps you get to your particular trap cards that you want to play against your opponent. And this deck does like to go second, but sometimes we definitely got to go first, which is why you see a whole lot of like trap cards in this deck going first. So yeah, pretty cool. Next we are playing 2 Evenly Matched. This card's just a big blowout, guys, in case we have to go up against one of those opponents that, just makes these big ass nasty boards. I am thinking about taking this out for Nibiru, but I haven't really decided yet. Still thinking about that, so we'll see. Next we are playing 2 Cosmic Cyclones. This card's really good. It's not really for Mystic Mine, it's actually more for Altergeist and Paleo Frogs. We don't really lose out to Mystic Mine. Actually, Unchained has a really, really good matchup against Mystic Mine. We beat that deck. So yeah. But also, this is a real pretty ulti, just more flex to add. And finally, we're playing 2 Artifact Lancias. You know what? Dinos, guys, not going to lie, it's our roughest matchup. So yeah, Artifact Lancia just kind of slows that deck down. It also comes in clutch against Invoke players. Whenever they slap down that invocation, we just drop down Artifact Lancia, and they can't play it. So yeah, really good card. You'll see this card in some main decks, so now you know why. And that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed that, and I'll catch you later with an update as soon as Pot of Disparity comes out. Peace.